Word on. Record on. So now we're recording. Now we're incredibly blessed to have you all here. We've got Jeannie 420, we've got Pop Mom, we've got Eric Boone from the Euro content here, and we're really blessed to have this day. I'm going to roll right into it, everybody, with our intro, and then we'll talk about Freen Leonard and Luke Scarmazzo coming home and what's going on with HempFest. So we're really excited for everybody to be here today, and here we go. So welcome StreamYard, welcome Facebook, and let's see if I can find our intro, and here it is. And LeBron James, welcome to the lighter side of life. We got to keep going, everybody. Why is there war? Why are there people in jail for pot when we've got beautiful moments like this? As we go back in our memories of all of the OGs we have ever met, we remember where we've been. Radiotron, Ice-T. My path has been so blessed with so many people, and now we have the new Green Farmy. We're going to end Prohibition, everybody. Let's get this party started. By the way, I like my new trailer. Pretty good. And my new music. Hep hooray. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Somewhere it's morning, and we're celebrating the incredible news that we have Luke Scarmazzo that is free and home after 15 years and reunited with his family. And we're going to discuss today a little bit about Freen Leonard. This week there was a rally all over the United States, and please free all nonviolent prisoners.
And supporters of Leonard Peltier rallied in cities and towns across the United States and around the world Monday, calling for the release of the 78-year-old indigenous rights activist. The protest came as Peltier entered his 48th year behind bars for a crime he says he did not commit. His 1977 conviction for alleged involvement in killing two FBI agents in a shootout on the Pine Ridge Reservation was riddled with irregularities and prosecutorial misconduct. Last month, the former senior FBI agent Colleen Rowley told The Guardian in the 1990s she helped ghostwrite an op-ed arguing against Peltier's release. She said for years, new FBI agents were indoctrinated against Peltier. This is Christina Castro, an indigenous activist from New Mexico, speaking at a rally for Leonard Peltier Monday in Santa Fe.
Now the government is actually admitting they don't know who shot these FBI agents, but they will not give him a new trial or grant him clemency or a compassionate release based on a pure revenge and systemic racist agenda.
And welcome home, Luke Scarmazzo.
Marijuana dispensary, and to have those type of sentences when rape, child molestation, and murder carry only a fraction of the sentence that I have, it simply just isn't right.
I don't like to give up hope. You never know. Luke's a good person, and I know that if he was to come out, he'll be a productive citizen in society. And that's up to Trump's administration what they decide, and I hope they decide in Luke's favor.
With a sentence as long as mine, you try not to think about freedom because it kind of seems like a distant concept that you can't really grasp.
Smoking this Doja feel like floating my backseat.
Haha, everybody, it's Jeff Eichen here, and we're behind the green screen there, and we're really blessed to be part of the news, part of the Blues, and look at LeBron. I'm wearing my Rockets jersey today. This is my Robert Horry shirt, one of my favorite heroes of all time, but my heroes are actually Jeff Mazansky, Luke Scarmazzo. For gosh sakes, Luke was in jail for 15 years without his children, and he's together with them again. All of us who have children, or we're still children, it's really beautiful to see the reunion. The reunion is unbelievable when we well. I can just say a little bit, toot my horn a little bit here. When you're me, the most emotional moment of being an activist, of going in actually, and I haven't been into many prisons, but I've assisted several people to come home by raising the loudness and the awareness of that there's still people in jail for life for marijuana. But that moment that I pack my cameras and I leave and I walk out of the prison is the most moment in time that I've really never spoken to you about on my show, because I don't have words for it. And I'm in an emotional state these days because of all the emotions that are flying. We have the earthquake in Turkey right now. Thousands of people left, and it's our job to be empathetic, compassionate, and to give you the news. And so, as a news junkie myself, not going in there every night, but I do go under the covers, and look at my Apple News, and I pick and choose how much time I want to spend in there, so I don't kill my brain or my heart. But that moment in time when I'm leaving the prison, let's just talk about this guy right, let's see if I can get my fingers to point right over there, Jeff Mazansky. I was in Missouri in 2015, and when I packed up my cameras and I shook his hand and I heard that clunk of the door that everyone's heard before in the movies, it was just unbelievable. It gave me my own PTSD that he was going back to prison and he didn't have his freedom like I did. I could go out and get a beer that night if I wanted to. So everybody just, do your World 420, 42 seconds every day now, and close your eyes and visualize them all coming home. But today, let's see if I can find Rodimus's favorite toy here that I have. It's on my second screen here. It is my incredible, it keeps going away, but you know what, if I go, we can have some applause for Luke Scarmazzo coming home. And we just had our a little moment of time to see Luke and his children being reunited this week. It is true that we are bringing prisoners home, or that the system is lightening up, and the truth is being told, and the word is being spread. We have Eric Boone, who has been upgraded to senior citizen in the HempFest movement. He's going to help bring that alive and well to Seattle again. After 30 years, we were 2 or 3 years in the dark. So really excited to gather again, to talk about it, to have a prison area again. I'll be there for sure. And to have Grasshopper, Rodimus Para with us today, my long buddy, who's not lost but found, lives in some other universe now, and incredibly my pal. We watch each other's back, we watch each other's front, and that's it. And it's really a groovy thing. We even got blurry background there. He's strong and able. And you know what? Snatch the bud, everybody. So we're really excited. We have the Chili Willy, incredible earmuff lady, Crazy Pop Mom, who comes in. She's a fan of ours, a fan of yours, and I'm telling you, whether it's Hempfest or it's Oakland Coliseum with Snoop Willie and Melissa Etheridge and the rest of the prisoners coming on stage, wherever we are, we're gonna invite and bring as many people as we can afford to bring, and they can afford to come because Crazy Pot Mom is in Canada making beautiful pot trays and beautiful art, and that's way up there, Mr. R says. And so welcome today. And then we have Jeannie 420 who comes on just about on a regular basis now. We're really blessed to have you. Jeannie's gone through her own, ordeals in life, and now it seems like we've got her settled. We got good volume. We've got some Wi-Fi going on, and so we're welcome Jeannie 420 today. Let's start off with our Euro contingent. And first of all, I want everybody to hold a deep breath with me for Luke coming home. We want Lance to come home and all the rest of the prisoners in jail for all nonviolence, including Leonard Peltier. We invited the Peltier clan this week to come on, but everybody's busy or not, and they come or they don't. But I've been invited to South Dakota for Lakota Hemp in 2 weeks. So I'm raising the airplane dough today. I've got some people in the hemp world that may facilitate that. I'm still feeling really cold about it, but I may go do a Lakota Hemp talk that they're doing and film it so they can have footage. And who are we to see color? So it's really beautiful to go in and to help the Native Americans with their weed projects. So it's all a weed project to me. Eric, step on in and put your microphone on and share us a little bit about Hempfest coming back and where you're at with that, and when am I going to have a meeting with you all for media? I love to help.
We're really excited about 2023. It's the board has formally decided to have a Hempfest in Seattle this year for the third weekend of August in our traditional stomp. It's probably going to be a scaled down version this year, like 2 parks instead of 3, but it's still going to be 3 days. Still has just a crazy amount of preparation involved in it. So you'll notice I'm a little bit deer in headlights right now because being here in Portugal, like our board of directors meeting was this morning at 3:30 a.m. So,
holy moly!
And now with production in full swing, 8:00 p.m. Pacific time, which is when we can get our volunteers together, is 4 a.m. my time. So they're 2 days a week where I get to. So there's going to be probably several 2, 3, 4 nervous breakdowns involved in making this cocktail, but I've got that budgeted in, so it's all.
Well, we're so blessed to have you. Seems like you're in the freezer right now, so we'll keep you on cold until you come back. And so definitely, if you can hear me, pull me in. I'll come to one of those 8:00 meetings, and I will definitely help to run or assist with the media blitz that you all need. And team is good today. So I love my team. We got Breezy here with the report here. He'll give us a quote in a minute. But Eric, continue and finish about the exciting news about Hempfest coming this August. That's going to come up soon.
Yeah, and right now we're just trying to get some of the organizational stuff done at the foundational level, get some SOPs in place. So
how many volunteers do we need? Do we need 50, 100, 200? What is the number?
Yeah, I'd say, there are times that we've had up to 700 volunteers, but I think that we can get by on a reduced festival with 250 or so. But I have to take a closer look at the production schedule. That number could grow.
And is there a
Um,
department for each? I mean, there has to be. We did 30 years success, but I mean, is there a department that just does volunteers and then just
oh
does the
yeah, sure.
booths and just does parking and like me,
And
maybe I'll do
and
media, you know,
and safety patrol and a whole bunch of different sanitation. We've got a
and
whole bunch of
legal.
different. Yeah. And there, it's been very well organized over the course of 30 years. There's nothing slapstick about what we do at HempFest at all. So the machinations are in motion. We're already a little bit behind the ball, believe it or not, for a festival in August. We have a really exciting potential like headlining sponsor partner that I'm not quite ready to announce yet, but I'm hoping we can soon. And you know what, we're honing in.
Have we locked in the venue?
Yeah, it's going to be Myrtle Edwards, like down at the waterfront.
Right, but I mean, we've got the our dates and they're locked in.
Well, I mean the permitting process is in motion. I haven't seen any evidence that anyone else wants the parks at those times, and we've got an extensive history of usage. So I'm hoping we have first right of refusal, but then it's been a couple of years because of the pandemic, so.
And does the okay from the city come with handing them over a check at that same time? Do you need a deposit for that moment? So you just hold that
it comes
date.
later, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
Right.
that's great.
Right.
Well, that's great
And
news.
yeah. So we're there's still a lot, and the big sort of the negative side of that coin is the last few years have seen HempFest volunteer numbers diminish considerably, both to natural attrition and natural causes. Like we've had a very tragic last few years in our family. So we've actually lost quite a few people.
Some major people that held a lot of power, a lot that controlled a lot of people, and including Sharon.
Yeah. I mean, of course, Sharon's still with us, but a bunch of institutional knowledge has certainly left, which is both it is poses both a challenge, but there's also an opportunity there as well, because this was the organization that the pandemic kind of brought to its knees. So it gave us an opportunity to sort of rethink some of these models and make ourselves a bit more relevant and future-proof going forward.
Is there a theme have you come up with a theme yet for this year?
We're really close. And I've got some exciting. If I just need to get final board approval on one that has been like the one that I certainly like the most. It's been done in conjunction with an artist that I'll also be very happy to announce we're working with. But again, I'll probably need to do that next week because we're still letting the paint dry on some of that stuff. But the theme, if this is the one we end up going with, I'm really excited about it. But that's all I'm going to say right now.
Okay. And I have my last supper photo that we can consider for some advertisement and maybe even a poster. So it's done, it's here, and it's not the Last Supper, it's the First Supper. So I'm with you all the way, everybody, in beautiful, magical Potland here on Weeds Day. We'll reset the room. We're talking about freedom for Leonard Peltier and Luke Scarmazzo's home as of this week, with his children being out of jail for pot. And we're talking about HempFest coming back after. How is everybody doing out there in TV land? Are we through?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to tack on a little extra something about Luke Scarmazzo too, because it's kind of he actually is from Modesto, California, which is where I grew up as well. And his story is kind of like, it's one of those really interesting things where it's not interesting, it's fucking tragic. But like it was 2004, and he was running a medical dispensary, completely legal under Prop 215 in California. And that passed in 2016. So it wasn't like he was new, like tip of the spear or anything like that. And Modesto is like this wretched, just like meth town. You know, I mean, it's the Central Valley. There's so many just gnarly drugs there. And to have access to safe medical cannabis was like a godsend for a shithole town like Modesto, California, if I can just be perfectly frank about it. And the feds came in and put him in jail for doing a community service. And he's just now getting out. Modesto, California now has 14 recreational cannabis dispensaries.
Oh, Eric, the entire, there's a whole large swath of California that has like local sheriff's offices on the dole from the meth producers who are messing with the cannabis producers and dispensaries, like directly messing with them, and are being looked the other way by the local law enforcement who are being paid by the meth producers. So it's really a messed up situation. I happen to know about this quite closely. Anyway, but yes, so I just wanted to back you up and say, yeah, it's messed up, but thank goodness there's good news. And I don't mean to cut into your good news, but go on, please.
No, I pretty much said my piece. I'm so happy that he's out, because that's such an abomination of justice. Like, this is a person who was doing good for a community, and now is being released into a town that is flooded with legal recreational cannabis. So, I'm thrilled the pieces that he's out. But what's society going to do to repay him for that 12 years? Because that is, I don't have words. Not ones that I really want to broadcast live.
It's pretty amazing, the stories that I've been told. Michael Thompson said that he cooled his sodas in his toilet, and so, yeah, everybody, take time every day to, just to be aware of your surroundings, your walk, and the freedom that pot gives us, and that it's still a lot of work till we build homes every day out of hemp, till we have it in our food as medicine, till hemp seed is grown in America and the fabric is grown here. So just look out. I know that Champs is happening this weekend, and we're talking about having a fashion show there soon, because industrial hemp is really important also. And I know there's a lot of industrial hemp at Hemp Fest, a lot of booths, and there's not very many brave hemp clothiers anymore, because the fabric is imported and it's so expensive. And so this hat that I'm wearing is from Hempstead. And this freaking hemp hat here is beautiful, and it's 40 years old. This hat was made with Woody Harrelson and my buddies, Chris Boucher from Hempstead, like 30, 40 years ago. So, we're going to try to get me to the Burkhold in South Dakota in the next couple of weeks to help with the Native American tribes doing a hempolution, and we're going to be definitely assisting Hemp Fest do their thing and raise the awareness, everybody, that in Washington State, where Eric lived, they closed down all the medical dispensaries. We had hundreds of them open, and they took them away from us. They're now it's illegal to sell gummy bears in Washington State. I mean, come on, just make a better jar, you know? So, stupid is something I learned from Forrest Gump. His mama said, stupid is as stupid does. So, let's give a hemp hooray for everybody on board today. Let's bring somebody else up. Let's bring Jeannie up. Jeannie, come on up and share with us your joy for Luke and HempFest coming back. Thank you.
My joy is overflowing. There truly are no words. 15 years he's been in prison. And his story is very similar to Lance Glore, who also ran a dispensary and was following all the laws, all the rules, all the constricts. These are healers, not dealers. And there is no hope with doubt. But there is hope now because there's hope everywhere. And I can't even tell you what it was to watch the video clip of his daughter being reunited in his arms after so long. And we have many more to go. We can leave nobody behind.
Well, we're really proud of you.
I'm just overjoyed. And HempFest, let me get in really quickly. HempFest, oh my gosh, my heart, I love so much. To my honorary Uncle Vivian, who started it all, and to you now, Eric, who has taken the reins, obviously. It's a high honor, and it's such a privilege to be even a part of it. So anything we can do, anything my patients, anything that I can do to keep Bear, the super care bear of hope, of course, we're all here to help you out.
We're super excited. Say hello, everybody, to Crazy Pop Mom in her cool John Lennon glasses, or those 007 glasses. Those are beautiful.
They're my regular glasses I wear all the time. They're just tinted because I'm outside, but that's hilarious.
Oh, love it. Love it. Yeah. Well, is it 0 degrees there?
No, it's actually plus 10 here, and I look still bundled up, but I'm sad because my dog passed away, so I'm not myself. And every time I see a dog, I want to cry. We're going to get her cremated today, so that's where I'm at in my head. So I'm probably not one to talk about what you're talking about today.
Well, welcome, and our arms are around you, and the bon voyage to your animal. I just said this morning to somebody, when somebody leaves, or an animal, because dogs are people too, they're not sick anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm holding on to. She was old. It wasn't like she didn't have a reason to pass, but that doesn't make it any easier.
Totally not. Totally. Well, we're witnesses to each other. We're not doing, giant gatherings for our, only for our joy, or for that moment of 420 where at HempFest where we all light up. It's about holding the space together, because isolation, for me, that I've learned, isolation equals bye-bye and could be death too, because a lot of people are telling me that in their meetings that they go to, whether it's this or that, Al-Anon, whatever they do, however you do, even our Wednesday groups, I hope this helps everybody that comes to my groups, my group once a week, that it gives us community and it makes us feel warm and snuggly. So HempFest makes us realize that the freaks come out in the daytime too. We can go to HempFest and see our tribe and play and have beautiful food. And I'll do my best to keep Weeds Day going. Let's hear from Rodimus. Rodimus, give us a shout out and say hi to everybody, and tell us what's on your mind, and welcome home Luke Scarmazzo.
Yeah, well, first of all, Tamara, my condolences to you on your passing animal. Animals give us so much. They are such pure present-minded, beautiful creatures that just love us unconditionally. And so a loss like that is as great as any human loss in our lives, because they're family. So my heart goes out to you. I understand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Eric, thanks you so much for carrying the baton here. Thanks for showing up on Jeff's show from time to time. Your presence is always appreciated. There's no doubt when you speak of your integrity and your commitment and your wisdom and your altruism. So thank you for being you and for gracing our show here with your presence too. So thank you for that. Ashley, always fun to see you. You are you're such a rhyming joy. I know you're not on screen right now. Maybe you took a break to the loo, but anyway, there you are. Hi. Hi. Just ding, right? Genie in a bottle. Actually, you're a joy as well. It's always a pleasure to see you as well. And I don't know what happened. We missed Breezy Solo Breezy checked in, checked out, but anyway, I'm sure he'll be back. Jeff, what you provide here, I know that this core group is important, and I know that since you publish these broadcasts on various media, people will find this. They will understand that there is a community, and there are people who are dedicated the way we all are. And I feel like I'm the least. I'm the least involved. I'm way over here in France, and I'm just making ends meet. And but I'm trying to lend my whatever cachet I may still have with my interesting ancient past to Jeff and to you guys to help gather more attention for this very important cause to get the prisoners out. Because until we don't have prisoners in jail for marijuana convictions, until that day. I personally have said this before, and I know Jeff has repeated this on my behalf. I don't feel comfortable. Smoking weed because, that's not to stop anybody from doing it. It's just to say, we are privileged when we get to smoke in freedom. And there are people who are, paying a terrible price for no fault of their own, just because of the screwed up system that, was influenced by people from the Reagan era and before, of course, too, with the whole reefer madness bullshit way back when. Plant is a sacred thing. If it exists in nature, it's a sacred thing, and it has a purpose for us. It is a medicine, and it's just unjust and unconscionable that people will be put in jail for selling or possessing small amounts or even big amounts. It's just a plant, guys. So, I'm preaching to the choir. I realize that, but I'm grateful to be here. And I hope that this message keeps proliferating. Thanks, Jeff.
We appreciate you. I'm behind the poster here. Yesterday, we had a little Democracy Now! Moment where Amy was sharing that this week there was a rally for Leonard Peltier, and I've connected through the Lakota hemp movement in Seattle and in South Dakota. I've connected with the Leonard Peltier people. Leonard is in jail unjustly for 47 years, and he's 80 something right now. And what the heck, we want compassionate release for all of our bros and sisters, mothers and daughters and cousins and animals. We totally are blessed that we're being able to be a voice for all these people. And so that's why I blew up my poster here, so we could see a little bit about Leonard. And Luke came home this week, and so what do we know? We're still releasing prisoners and talking about it. That there are more. You're right, Rodimus. You're right, Eric. You're right, Crazy Pop Mom. You're right. everybody on the screen here to stay with us, stay with it. And, it's not the numbers that count. It's the cosmic vibration of our hearts into it that are going to help to make the next Woodstock, to make the next freedom movement happen, or the million people march on freaking the White House. I mean, if it doesn't happen soon, that's what we should do. We should just do a big march. And with people like Eric on board, it's really great. Thank you, Rodimus. We've got Mr. Breezy back here. Breezy, do you have a quote for us today?
Hey, happy Wednesday to my family out here. How y'all doing?
Yeah, now.
Love you guys. I'm at work. You know that. 9 to 5, no days off. All right. So today's quote. When someone tells you it can't be done, it is a reflection of their limits, not yours.
And is that anonymous, or is that something you wrote?
Yeah, that's quoted by Anonymous.
Okay, not Rodimus.
It could have been him. Could have been his uncle. And then I got a second quote.
Okay.
If plan A didn't work, the alphabet has 25 more letters. Stay cool.
Oh my God, that's my favorite one of the week. Yeah, now. So that's our Solo. How you doing, Solo? Tell us, welcome home, Luke Scarmazzo, dude.
What kind of language is that? That's a dope language. Teach me more.
Welcome home, Luke. Luke Scarmazzo was in jail for 15 years for medical dispensary and marijuana, and he's home now. He got home like 2 days ago.
Well, salute to Luke. I want to come meet him since I'm an activist now. I want to go get his story. Amen.
Totally. We're so blessed to have Luke home. And let me plug my phone in here. And I'm so blessed to have you every week. Tell us a little bit about your dream.
So my dream is real simple. I'm Solo Breezy. I went to Cannabis Training University, CTU. I graduated with a cannabis degree, and I just want to work in the cannabis industry and smoke weed and have fun and enjoy my life. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life, my 9 to 5, work in the industry.
What state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
You're in P. Well, let's see if we can put $1 a day away and get you a flight out for HempFest in August. And we'll have you here. We'll have you at our booth and up on stage with the prisoners. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have Weeds Day have a live broadcast from HempFest this year and have you here with us.
Amen. That's what I want to do. And I want to go support Uncle Eric. Shout out to you, Uncle Eric. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to be learning from you over in Portugal. Beautiful thing. And plus, I can't go anywhere. I got to go fly to Canada to go see Mom. Got to go support her in a 420 festival up there in Canada dropping.
Yeah, I would love to have our little core team at HempFest this year. So think August, everybody, and let's keep plugging away here. Let me see what we got here. We've got a few more minutes on our schedule here. I'm going to say a little bit about what I know about Luke and Leonard is that it's just such a injustice. It's such a time in our life where things are being more exposed than ever. I'm done with people that are extreme. And I think that the extremeness that we're learning from our walk and from history, the book has to be rewritten, and so it's Black History Month this year. We had LeBron James kick some booty last night and get 38 points. He's 2 points above Kareem right now, on his way to being a really incredible soul. And it's not about pot or about anger or frustration. It's about winning. And so we want to win the game of ending prohibition. So we're really blessed to have our venue, our little once a week venue that I seem to have not missed many. I even did one from New Orleans a couple weeks ago, and we have the Les McCann band down in the corner of the land there. So it is Black History Month, and so who invented jazz? Who invented the blues? Who invented this or that? It don't matter. It don't matter what color you are. We're going to, to Lakota hemp, everybody. And we're gonna just go with our heart. Remember, I said earlier that I lost my buddy this year to, was a tobacco thing. He was smoking white man's tobacco or big pharma's tobacco. And he said, oh, I'm just smoking 2 cigarettes a night. And he didn't wake up one morning. And so my buddy, was teaching flow and magic. So I've committed my life to flow and magic, and I've committed my life to releasing all the prisoners the best I know how to, and raising the awareness there. You know what? I'll just give it a free for all. Anybody have any final words that they want to share with us? Final words, and then I'll go with our outro here. We've got about 6 more minutes before the top of the hour. Looks like Ashley's coming.
Welcome home, Luke. Welcome home, Luke. And don't you worry, everybody else. We're coming for you. We will leave nobody behind. The green.
I agree.
Well, I am so incredibly happy to have a great show today and to welcome everybody home. And even when, like I was telling somebody who said, yeah, blah, 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 passed away. And I said, I never understood that saying, they're going home. Well, even when you're in jail and you come out, you're coming home. And so it must be amazing. I mean, our empathy is how we can't really put ourselves in their shoes about coming home. Look at Luke. He's with his children again after 15 years. And Schmilson is, is Schmilson still alive? Mr. Rad? Is he still alive? No, Schmilson's gone. So he's home. But the music that they leave, the legacy that they leave. So don't forget, everybody, do your legacy project for yourself, for your children, for the people around you. Do better than yesterday. And I'm so blessed to have this party here of 6 to dance and to talk about Leonard, freeing Leonard, and Luke coming home, and all the rest of you that are out and ready to go to HempFest. Let's all join at HempFest this year and support them and to bring it. So everybody give me a 3 for our thank you poster. I'm going to give 3 here. So we got 3 from Jeannie. We got 3 from Eric. Come on, Mr. P, Mr. Rodimus, give us 3. I'm not shooting till we get Grasshopper, you go pee-pee? Come on. There we go. Okay, we got it. So it's been a blessing.
Just do that to make me laugh, and then you snap the picture, because you always do something and it's like, okay, are we going to do this ever? And then all of a sudden I start laughing, then you snap the picture.
Okay, well, we'll throw out 3 fingers up for you if you're not there. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. I'm going to share my screen and we'll be out of here. Enjoy your week. Eric, get in touch with me for one of those 3 a.m. meetings, and I'll come in for media, and we're going to share our screen right now and roll out of here. It's been a great roll. Keep rolling, everybody. You know what I mean? Ha ha. And keep puffing, everybody, and keep being careful and hydrated. Hydrate your heart with information that is beautiful this week. So welcome home, Luke. And we're going to go try to film Leonard P. Wouldn't that be a coup if Jeff Eichen got into film Leonard Peltier? I've got people that can get me in there. We just have to get the prison that's holding Leonard to allow for a visit. So I'm close. Here we go. We're rolling out. Love you all. Love you, Portugal. Love you, Canada. Love you, Philadelphia, PA, Pennsylvania. Love the froggies in France, Champagne, and love my homegirl in Washington. So here we go. We're going to share our little movie here. And 1, 2, buckle my shoe. There he is. There he is. As we go back in our memories of all of the OGs we have ever met, we remember where we've been. Radiotron, Ice-T. My path has been so blessed with so many people, and now we have the new Green Farmy. We're going to end Prohibition, everybody. Let's get this party started. I love my new music, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Somewhere it's morning, and we're celebrating the incredible news that we have Luke Scarmazzo that is free and home after 15 years and reunited with his family. And we're going to discuss today a little bit about freeing Leonard. This week there was a rally all over the United States, and please free all nonviolent prisoners.
And supporters of Leonard Peltier rallied in cities and towns across the United States and around the world Monday, calling for the release of the 78-year-old indigenous rights activist. The protest came as Peltier entered his 48th year behind bars for a crime he says he did not commit. His 1977 conviction for alleged involvement in killing 2 FBI agents in a shootout on the Pine Ridge Reservation was riddled with irregularities and prosecutorial misconduct. Last month, the former senior FBI agent Colleen Rowley told The Guardian in the 1990s she helped ghostwrite an op-ed arguing against Peltier's release. She said for years, new FBI agents were indoctrinated against Peltier. This is Christina Castro, an indigenous activist from New Mexico, speaking at a rally for Leonard Peltier Monday in Santa Fe.
Now the government is actually admitting they don't know who shot these FBI agents, but they will not give him a new trial or grant him clemency or a compassionate release based on a pure revenge and systemic racist agenda.
And welcome home, Luke Scarmazzo.
Marijuana dispensary, and to have those type of sentences when rape, child molestation, and murder carry only a fraction of the sentence that I have, it simply just isn't right.
I don't like to give up hope. You never know. Luke's a good person, and I know that if he was to come out, he'll be a productive citizen in society. And now that's up to Trump's administration what they decide, and I hope they decide in Luke's favor.
With a sentence as long as mine, you try not to think about freedom because it kind of seems like a distant concept that you can't really grasp.
So everybody, that's all I got for you today. Non-fungible weed tokens are coming. NFWT, we're going to make that, blow that up. Even if the market is in a down spinning spiral, we're going to be successful because we got more prisoners to bring home, and I'm going to do it. And we'll see you on stage at HempFest, and maybe soon in Oakland Coliseum with 42,000 NFT tickets. And your ticket can get you maybe into the room to smoke out with Willie and with Snoop and with
Yeah,
Tommy Chong and
dream of
so
mine.
and with Grasshopper. So we'd love to have you on board here any day of the week in live person, Mr. G. And we're all OGs at one point in time here. Thank you, everybody, today for a great show. Hemp Hemp Hooray.
Thanks,
Any
Jeff.
final words? Any final words, everybody? Okay. You know, I'm going to say my favorite strain of the week, some Jack Hair. Like terror. Smoke them if you got them, everybody. Jeff Icon's going to say, I'm out of here. And hello to Kimmy. Kimmy's at school today, teaching her children today. And so we got to always bring in the party animals and our partners. So if you got a partner, stroke them today. If you got a dog, stroke them today. And for our beautiful crazy pop mom, our condolences and beautiful well wishes to a safe journey to dog in heaven. We watched a movie where the dog comes back and he's a corgi and he goes, "Where's my feet?" You know, and then he's reincarnated as a police dog, and then he's reincarnated and he's back with his original human. And so it's a beautiful movie. I'll send you the link to that one. And so just know that reincarnation is in your mind, or maybe it's real. So get your Buddha on, everybody. And that's joy. And Krishna had some reincarnation in their story. So Mr. Everybody, Mrs. Everybody, it's been a pleasure. And we're out of here. Hemp Hemp Hooray. Hemp Hemp Hooray, everybody. Yeah, now. It's so lovely to dance with you. And we're gonna all be food and school. Cheers. And what was the name of your doggie?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Ricardo. Lucy Ricardo, if you really needed to know.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Love you, Lucy. Until we meet again on another plane, our heart is with you, Lucy. And thank you, everybody. My heart is open today. We got Luke home. We're going to bring everybody home. And Lucy's free now, too, from being sick. Okay? So thank you, everybody. Peace out in the Middle East. And yes, think a little bit about Turkey, everybody, and what happened with the earthquake there. Open up to everything that's going on, the floods, the earthquakes, and people that don't have. Reach out. If it's still cold where you are, take one of your extra jackets, everybody. This is not an ask. It's a have to. Take a jacket and go give it to somebody cold.
There's still a stupid war going on in Ukraine too, by the way.
And stupid wars in Ukraine. I can't give them a jacket, but I can give them empathy. But go give a jacket to somebody today, everybody. That's like a big downy that you don't use, and give it to somebody who's cold. Okay. And that's all I got for you. I'm going to share with you one thing here. This is my pipe that I've had for 45 years. It's a walrus tooth. And it's not vegan, but it's beautiful. And so do what you need to do with your medicine. I'm on the Jack Hair Terror train this week, and I'm going to get some work done before I puff out. So love you all. Peace in the Middle East. And see you at HempFest, everybody. Woohoo! Hemp Hemp Hooray. And I have one more. Let's see if I can get my my sound effects here. I have one more
Go
sound.
to work, Breezy. Don't get fired because Jeff doesn't know how to be quiet.
Go to work, Breezy. Yeah, for sure. So have hooray, everybody. It's been a great over the hour moment, and shake, rattle, and roll for Mr. Grasshopper. We love you all. We love you, France. We love you, Portugal. And welcome home, Luke. And Leonard, we're coming for you. So keep an eye on me, everybody, and share and care. That's all I got. Love you all. Peace out.